Hello friends, today we're going to talk about finding your voice, and today we're going to cover what is your voice, how to find it, and then we're going to give some examples. Today I am still in beautiful Texas, one of our last days before we're headed back to Wisconsin, but we have many more trips lined up, still in the works, but right now it's very hot here in Texas, so excited to get back where it's still warm, but you don't feel like you're gonna die when you get into a parked car. But again, today we're covering what is your voice. So your voice in YouTube is everything that the person on the other end of YouTube sees, right? So it's how you present, how you talk, how you edit. So like these videos I've been doing have no edits. It's your background, like not like your personal background, but like what is behind you. It's your hook, it's your intro, it's what you're wearing, it's your personality in a way, but then also personality reflected in everything that people see. So your cards, not your cards, your thumbnails, how you do your playlists. All that is a reflection of who you are, what you value, and things like that. And that, when I say what you value, kind of sounds scary, but how you find it is you just start doing it, right? You start finding what's comfortable. It's sort of, if you ever see a middle school kid, maybe this is not the best example, but I'm gonna keep going. You see a middle school child, right? Where one day he'll look like a skater kid, the next day he'll look like, he'll be wearing more like rapper clothes, urban clothes, whatever you want to call it. He might the next day look like a country, a couple weeks later he'll have overalls on. All of those are that middle school student finding his voice. And so you don't have to go that extreme, right? You kind of say, okay, this feels comfortable. I'm going to start here. I'm going to start with, me sitting in my room, talking to a camera, limited edits, or I'm going to start with this highly polished background, and then you adjust over time. And to me, that's part of why I love YouTube, why I love vlogging, why I love creating videos like this or like my other channels, is that part of the process is constantly being like, who am I, right? The self-examined life. The unexamined life is not worth living. And so it is an excuse to constantly say, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? And your viewers can hold you accountable for those things. There is problems. I was about to use a big word and I don't know if I'm using it correctly. Sedentary. Anyways, there's a habit for us to get into routines that are unhealthy for us. So with vlogging and doing these, and then also doing my other YouTube channels, it gives me an opportunity to question what I'm doing on a day-to-day. With vlogging, it allows me to think about, with vlogging in my other YouTube channels, it allows me to think about what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, and as I said, it slowly adapts over time on even who I am in general, like as a person, beyond just the fact that my channel itself is going to change. Hold on one second. So to give a quick example, I think they stopped. And actually next week we're going to be talking about audio. So that kind of is fitting that we had that issue. And it's probably going to come back a little bit. Let's see how it goes. With my original channel, Jason Loves Life, a bigger part of that was exploring my voice. What am I talking about? What do I want to cover? It turned out into being mostly a family vlog, but it was just things that I was interested in. And so part of your voice is what you're talking about, your topic. So whether it's our autism channel for Autism a la Mode, or whether it's this channel, it's talking about being a YouTuber, Dude, come on. Now there's planes. This is not a happy video recording day. If I can, now there's planes. So yeah, not a happy recording. If you can hear it, usually the people who are watching can hear it. Be aware of that, and it will be distracting. For especially if they're wearing headphones and stuff. Each of my channels give me an opportunity to share different parts of my voice, or different ways I want to express myself. So, for example, some of my videos for the autism channel are more documentary style. Some of them are more just like interviews, and then interviews edited together. For Jason Loves Life, I have everything, my vlogs, a lot of them are sort of like a Casey Neistat style, versus a very straightforward family vlog where you're following along, like an hour or two, in sequential order that just needs like little pieces cut out, or, something happens that you don't necessarily want in the tape. And with video, you really have a lot of control of that, of how people view you. And part of that is sort of, like I said, you want to pick, just as a recap, you want to pick your voice, or just go with what feels natural, and then adjust it as you go. You can make big adjustments if you don't have a big following. If you have a big following, or you can do even a lot of the bigger channels. If you do have a bigger channel, let's say, I don't know, 3,000, 2,000, 3,000, small, but like, that's a subnet. People are watching your stuff. It's okay to try out new videos, right? Or even like a big channel. You can say, okay, I'm just going to put up this one video, and we're going to do an animated video this time, or we're going to do Draw My Life. It doesn't relate to the rest of the content. You can see how it does, because some people, if you're doing, let's say you're doing a sports channel on, let's just say basketball, let's say dunking, right? Just a whole channel just on dunking, and then all of a sudden you do a Draw My Life. My guess is in that situation, people aren't going to be interested, unless your personality is a big part of your content. Personally feel like making yourself part of your content is always a good idea. Some people don't. That's a choice, a voice choice, sort of keep themselves distance, and that's not what it's not obviously what I'm doing. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those questions in the comments. I try to answer all of them as of now, and it's hard to do this later as years, because YouTube doesn't always notify me. The longer channels around, they'll let a lot more comments go in without letting you know. So if you're interested in what's the most important part of your video, the most important part of everybody's video, I should take that back, not everybody's video, but most important part of most people's video, you should watch next week, because that's what we're going to talk about. So I think I hear another plane. Go ahead and subscribe if you're interested in these weekly videos. Hit that little bell, and YouTube will, about 90% of the time, let you know when I post a new video. Hopefully they get that figured out. They don't always, even if you hit the bell, they don't always notify you. So that bell helps a lot. If you just subscribe, they almost guarantee you won't see these unless you watch a bunch of other ones, either related or in the a bunch of my videos in a row. Then they'll start pushing it based on tags. So YouTube's kind of weird like that. But you can subscribe here right now, but again, you're probably going to want to go to the channel and hit that bell button, or you can watch our last video or one of our popular videos, or just this video right here that YouTube thinks you should watch. Hopefully you enjoy that. Yeah. Bye guys.